special coming up at the end of the hour, which is our Dash air fryer. So hope you'll stay tuned for that. But when it comes to the things we really hate to do in the kitchen, it's the chopping, it's the blending, it is all of that. Well, we are gonna solve all your problems, and who better to do it? One of the biggest names when it comes to kitchen. We are celebrating Ninja this morning and our today's special. Well, why not let Ninja be your sous chef? Because that's what you're looking at right there. Ninja has brought us a storm, and you're gonna be able to cook up a storm because this is going to crush, this is going to chop, this is going to blend, this is going to puree, it's going to mix, it's gonna grate. You can even make dough in your Ninja storm, and you can make a lot of it because the capacity is gonna be 450 watts of power that creates 40 ounces of whatever you might be blending up. For example, maybe you want to just make up a little snow. Well, why not? Because the Ninja Storm is powerful enough not only to turn ice into that light snow-like feel, but on top of that, even makes your drinks. You can pay hundreds of dollars for machines that just make a drink, right? This is gonna make beautiful drinks. You're gonna see all of that coming up in just a minute. But look at the value we're giving you today. This is crazy, guys, $29.98. And you're getting that 40-ounce capacity with that 450 watts of power in some gorgeous colors as well. 4 flex payments today. So let me go through the colors with you. Right next to me is gonna be your navy right back here. All it is one control on it. Simple, easy, double blades give you the ability to pull everything in without having to keep tamping things down, mixing it up. You even are going to get the ability to store right in your container, which again is gonna hold 40 ounces of whatever you might like to make, so big capacity. This is going to be your red right here. We also have it available in your cinnamon color, which is just a little deeper color in your red. Classic black. Up in front, you're gonna see your teal turquoise color, a very pretty turquoise. Next to that, my personal favorite, because I haven't seen a color quite like this in the kitchen, it is your purple, but it's almost got like an orchid color to it, very pretty. And then we also have it available in your, this is going to be your mint color right here. $29.98 for flex payments. We're including for you, this is a whole recipe book. 100 recipes are gonna be included for you. And by the way, you take the motor off, everything else goes right into the dishwasher. So your sous chef is gonna be quick and easy to clean. You don't have to give them a bonus. You don't have to do anything because this does everything you needed to and then some, and those fingers belong to Carrie Miletto.
Yes, they do.
Who is bringing us our Ninja Storm today. You know, Ninja is known for some of the most innovative kitchen appliances. End of story. So you know when they bring us this particular piece, you know it's truly going to replace your food processor. It's gonna replace your chopper. It's gonna replace your blender. Why keep all of those big, heavy-duty items that frankly, Carrie, I have to read the directions
on
to
each one of them.
Right, on each one of them, when I can use this and it's gonna do everything. It checks 100%. Every box.
100%. There's a reason why we say that it's the power of Ninja. And that's because that 450 watts of power is what took that ice that you just saw me do from hard ice to absolute snow. And it has to do with that blade that's coming inside. It's our total crushing technology, which is really just gonna powerhouse through and pulverize just about anything you place in there. What I do love about this, you're getting a 40-ounce container, which is gonna do just about any job that you need, but that small design blueprint that's not gonna take up a lot of space. You only have to worry about one button at the top, and I can press it with just my 2 fingers to be able to do any job, and that means full customization. So if you want something blended a little more, you want something blended a little less and more chunky, you have that opportunity with this design. You don't have to worry about learning all the buttons, as you said, reading those manuals.
Oh, is it, do I liquefy, do I puree? Right. What do I do
Which
here?
one am I doing here? And you know, and that's well and fine, but I think having something simplistic in in the kitchen means you move faster. It means that you're able to power through all those different recipes. And I love that you said it's totally true. This is gonna replace your blender. This is gonna replace your food processor. And this is also gonna replace that frozen drink maker that you know you're thinking about right now, because summer's coming. We all wanna get out at our pools, our beach areas. We wanna really power up with our smoothies and all of that. How about having this to be able to do the perfect summer drink for you, and just, again, a very small footprint. So here I'm gonna actually do my watermelon margarita. I place my ice inside. I put in, your favorite tequila. I put in some fresh strawberries, and I'm just gonna pulse it a few times, and you hear how it's really working through all of the ice and the larger components. And then I'm just gonna do this straight away. If I wanted to leave it, if I'm doing, again, if I'm doing something that's like a salsa, which we'll do in a minute, or if I'm doing my sorbet, I might want it a little more chunky, so I'll just keep pulsing till I'm done. But if I want something that I want to really get it nice and smooth like this, then that's when you just hold and press down, and then you get that perfect drink. You also have your pour spout right here.
I love that pour spout.
Isn't that fun?
I think that is one of the most innovative features to this, is now I can use this as my pitcher even. So it's nice to have all of your options all put together. That's what Ninja is known for. This is the Ninja Storm. It's brand new today. We're gonna bring you something that's going to replace all those other appliances, so you don't have to go to the blender and go, oh geez, I mean, I'm Aquarian, right? So I have, I'm bad with making decisions, and it's like, well, should I puree it?
I've done this.
Or should I chop it? Or, oh my gosh, I could liquefy it. I don't have to make any decisions. Yeah. I have to either pulse it or hold it down. So this is simple, this is easy, but when you see what you can do with this, Carrie, I think that's what really changes everything. And that pour spout. A pour spout is so smart.
And we're gonna use that in a various different amount of ways, and I also don't want you to forget, you're also getting a lid. So we'll show you in a few times when you make something and you're not completed with it, like maybe you had half of your margaritas and you don't want them to totally melt, you can place this on top and put it in the fridge for a few minutes until you want your next round. With this, I'm actually gonna do yogurt. So now we're gonna do a yogurt ice cream. So you could do it with any type of milk that you like. So like my husband, for example, likes almond milk. So if you wanna do coconut milk, almond milk, regular milk, here we're using a yogurt, but we're gonna place this on top. So our power pod always just sets right on top. And then once you have, let me just reset that, sorry. Once you have that on, just like so, it sets right on top. And again, all you have to worry about is that top button. So we're gonna pulse just a few times. And what's happening when it's pulsing, remember, that blade is a stacked blade. So it's actually working from top and bottom to push down everything. You don't need to work on it yourself. You don't have to press it down. You don't have to tamper it. And as you press this, now notice I've pulsed it in, and now it's blending perfectly. The longer you go, the creamier this will get. So because I want to get that ice cream texture, I'm going to let it go for just an extra moment. I can see right through the container here to see when I'm ready. And I say, that's how I like it. If you like it a little less or a little bit more, that's what I love about this, is it's fully customizable. And
you know what she's not doing? There's not an opening on top so that you have to put something in and tamp it down and tamp it down and open it up and mix it up. When you get this home, and I know it's a little bit hard for you to see because of the way that this is constructed, when you get this home, you will see the magic of those blades. Those blades, because it's a double stacked blade, then it really pulls it down, almost creating like a vortex. It pulls it down, so you don't have that need to be tamping and mixing and everything else. It does it all itself. It's just a great design. That looks good enough to eat.
Would you like to try a bite? Please do. We put some spoons out there for you.
Great.
Now, if you wanted this to actually have a little bit of a harder texture, you would then just take it after blending, place it in the freezer for just a little while. I like to put mine in for about an hour so that it gets a little harder. So if you're looking for like store-bought harder, or if you want to do soft serve, then you would take it right from the container to the cup. So, but there's nothing better than creating it yourself.
It's so fresh.
That's it.
It's so fresh, but it's so creamy and smooth. It is absolutely amazing.
And that's the difference between making things yourself. We want you to get to the point where you're not doing processed foods, right? Because that's where the problem is. You can't control what ingredients are being used. You can't control what's inside. side. When you have this, I say this is gonna be your new fun summer buddy, because everything that you're gonna make this summer, you can make with this, and then you're taking it throughout the year. Imagine your holidays with this.
Right.
Imagine, you know, and now I have to take you away from that for a second, because you're like, what?
This is really good.
I want us to go side by side on this, because as I was saying, holiday, leading into holiday, when you start prepping those things like your turkey stuffing and all of that, what are two ingredients that we use a lot when we're prepping meals is carrots and onions. And I want to show side by side the difference. Now, onion, you may not want to, you might want to pulse that, and you only have to pulse it a few times. So I'm going to let you do that one.
Okay.
And this one, I'm going to pulse as well. Carrots are hard to work with, right? If you're trying to chop carrots yourself, that could take forever. If you're doing, you're done. You're done. If we wanted to do a soup, I want them more chunky. So I love that I can control the fact that I could say, I just want to pulse this a few times and I'm done. It didn't pulverize through those carrots.
You know what it didn't do though? It didn't liquefy it. It didn't make it carrot soup. So many choppers out there, especially at this price point. You can buy this, just a chopper, right? And it liquefies your stuff. It just mashes it. This is going to chop if you want it to chop. If you want it to liquefy, it will liquefy. Look at
perfect.
I gotta tell you, that is amazing. Look at that. Do you see anything other than perfectly chopped carrots? If you only bought this as a chopper at $29.98, you would love it. But the fact that it also will make your ice cream, it will make mayonnaise, it will make your drinks, a drink maker. And again, onions to me are the hardest thing, because usually a lot of choppers just liquefy them. They do. I do not want liquefied onions in a soup or even in my salsa. I want it to be chopped. That is perfectly chopped. And in a matter of seconds, and I didn't have to touch anything, and my hands don't smell like onions. Yours do now. Not crying,
okay, not right. And that's the thing, we get, the reason that we buy things already made, are you buying already chopped vegetables in the store and paying extra money for it because you just don't want to deal with it? I don't want to take the time. Right? So being able to do it in a matter of seconds with this and get that perfect consistency, that is the secret of what a lot of commercial kitchens are doing. You think that they're sitting there chopping things. They're not doing that all the time. They're using commercial level products to get things to that. When you have that soup at the restaurant.
Perfectly chopped.
Unbelievable. And again, that's because of that stacked blade, okay? So that's our total crushing technology with our stacked blade. It's a quad blade that's getting that when we pulse, it's actually pushing it down into the blade, so you don't have to worry about, like I said, tampering it or anything like that. This is doing the job for you. And that, to me, are the products you must have in your kitchen. And at this price, it's...
At this price, right? It's $29.98. You know, Ninja is known for some of its previous choppers and blenders and everything else, but this is the one that's going to do it all for you. This is the one that is a drink maker. In order to be a drink maker, it requires a certain amount of power. That's why you pay. You can pay hundreds of dollars for something that just makes drinks, because a lot of your choppers, a lot of your blenders, a lot of even your blenders can't handle ice. This handles ice. This is gonna make your ice into snow. This is going to make your drinks. This is gonna make your perfectly, I'm picking this up again. You have to see how perfectly this chops carrots. Yeah. So whether it's chopping something, look at that, okay? Perfectly chopped carrots. Not mushy, not liquefied, not pureed, just chopped. And yet at the same time, you can make your perfect ice cream. You can make a perfect margarita or watermelon margarita, you name it.
And you know, that's the thing. We want versatility out of our products. So having something that can be your food processor, that can be your blender, that can be your frozen drink maker. Think if you have a product that does each one of these things in your counter, in your cabinet, they're taking up so much space. Have something with a small footprint like the Ninja Storm that's gonna get all of those jobs done for you better than most anything else on the marketplace. That stacked blade is a technology that we've created, and it's something that really makes us stand apart in the marketplace for a reason. You need to get that perfect mince. You need to get that perfect salsa. Look at this. I would usually have to go to a restaurant to get this perfect salsa. Look at that. If you want it extra chunky, you would just go a little less. I went a little further. Add some corn to that if that's your favorite. Add some mango to that if you want to add a little.
Black beans would be so good.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So that's what inspires, I think, is having products that get you excited. And the fact that these come in so many fun colors too, I think that really adds to the fun.
And again, don't forget, you have a little pour spout on this as well that you can close. It is quick, it is easy, it is powerful. 450 watts of power. Look at that 40-ounce capacity here. And then you have the ability, if you want to store it, then you can just pop that top on there as well. We're including an entire recipe book, okay? 100 recipes included in here. But this is that tool that is gonna work for you in the kitchen. You're gonna go to this, why? Because having to put your blender together, and then once you get it, can you figure out what do I pulse? Do I do this? Forget about all of that. Trying to clean a blender, having to take it apart. You know how you clean this? Show them how you put this in the, it goes in the dishwasher.
So your pitcher and your blade are top rack dishwasher safe. Of course, you wanna take your pod and wipe that down. So that's something, because your motor's in here, so you wanna protect this guy. But everything else when you're done just goes in the top rack of the dishwasher, totally fine. It's BPA free over here, so no problems there. And that's it. And I mean, I've used, for several recipes at a time, I'll just rinse this off and go again, So that's why I think even if you're using this for several different things on the same meal, you can do that. So here I'm gonna place this on top and do a strawberry banana smoothie. That is one of the most popular smoothies to have in the morning. Again, a recipe that you have in the book. Remember, a couple pulses to get your large pieces blended, and then you just wanna go full time just to get a full blend all the way around. And the reason this does such a great job, again, you've got that stacked blade technology. It's getting that total crushing power. So if you were using ice or anything like that, this is going through frozen fruit. If I want to make it creamy, the longer I blend. If I want to make it a less creamy and a little more of like a watery blend, yeah, it's all about texture and what you want, then go just a little less. So again, that pour spout makes this super easy for me to get this into my glass, and I love that. And look at this. This is going to give you that perfect smoothie in the morning. So I wanna make sure I get it in my glass, of course, so I'm gonna turn that one.
That's okay.
Hey,
it's
live
early.
TV, okay. But here we go. I mean,
look at how smooth.
Where do you go to get a smoothie like this? You go to those really, really expensive places and pay a lot of money for it.
And you know what they put in there? A really, really lot of sugar. They load them up with sugar. You have something healthy now. You've made it in a matter of seconds. It's so affordable because those smoothies cost you can just drop a lot of money very quickly there. Listen, guys, $29.98, 4 flex payments, $7.50 to get this home on your credit card. It is an absolute steal today to get this home. You will use it constantly. Can you even figure out how to put that food processor together without having to look at the directions to assemble? Don't even mess with it anymore when you don't need to. This is gonna do everything. This will actually even make dough for you.
Yes.
That's the kind of power that you're getting here. Now, what is that?
So this is, okay, so a lot of people don't know what a strata is, but this is one of the 100 recipes that you're getting in the book today. So I think alone by itself to buy a recipe book, you'd spend $10 to $15 to $20, it depends. So the fact that you're getting the 100 recipes is incredible, and one of the recipes you're gonna get is this strata right here. A strata is kind of like a bread with egg. It's a savory. So you're actually able to make this right away with the recipe inside. But let's say you wanna make a great omelet, you wanna make a frittata, you wanna add a lot of maybe peppers and onions and maybe mushrooms into a frittata. Mix it right in here. It'll get that perfect consistency and that perfect blend, and then you just pour it into your dish to bake. You can make actually little, like in cupcake pans, you can actually make little baby eggs to take with you. So if you wanna do that for on the run, like I love
that coffee place is doing all those little egg bites.
The little egg bites. You can make your own egg bites in here. So place everything inside that you really, really love, and it blends in perfectly.
By the time you buy a couple of those egg bites, you've already bought this, okay?
That is so true. And talk about smoothies, you're right. Like, I mean, even with smoothies, you're paying $8. I've paid $8 up to $10 if you do add-ins. Like if I say, I want vitamin C, or I want, you can buy vitamin C powder and put it right in here and blend it right in. And just think of the savings of what you're gonna have by having this. So the price point—
Savings, convenience, easy. It's an easy appliance. Oh my gosh, some of the blenders that they make now are just so ridiculous to try and figure out how to use them. The food processor, I won't even buy one because I can't figure out how to get the top on.
That's right.
Just to get the top on the food processor. This is one button right here, you push down. You either pulse or you hold it down if you want it to be smoother and creamier. Simple, easy. But the power that you have been waiting for, that you know Ninja is always gonna deliver. They live up to their name when it comes to Ninja's products. 450 watts of power, the capacity of 40 ounces. And just to show you the power, you have actually ground meat.
So this is what's pretty cool. So I'm gonna pop this out so you can see really good.
A meat grinder is something that a lot of people would add as an attachment to a blender or to a food processor.
This is something that's gonna power. So this is a ribeye that I actually had in here. Have you ever been able, like maybe you have a butcher you love to go to and you love just getting fresh meats. When you can actually do this on the spot before you make your burger, I promise you have never tasted a burger like when you freshly grind it, and then you're able to put in a whole bunch of different things. Like here we did jalapenos and cheese. This is another recipe you're gonna have in your book of 100 recipes. So being able to make a fresh burger like this will also power through your chicken, this will power through your pork, this will power through all of those things that when you wanna create it nice and fresh, there really is nothing like it.
That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh
and then,
my gosh,
and then look,
that sounds so good.
It's just about summer. So when you're out there at your grill, oh my gosh, make it fresh. You can use a sirloin, you can use that Angus beef you wanna buy. And if you wanted to prep this early before hitting up the grill, I don't wanna forget to tell you, this is coming with the lid. So you can prep this early, place it in the refrigerator, and then come back and get it when you're heading out to the grill. Love that. So this is already included the lid. So, I mean, in most cases with your smoothies, you're gonna drink those right away, of course. But with things like this, yeah, you wanna prep it early. So now this becomes a bowl that can actually sit in the refrigerator.
So smart. $29.98 for flex payment, $7.50 to get this home. It is your sous chef. It's gonna replace your blender. It's gonna replace your drink maker. It is gonna replace your chopper. It is gonna replace an ice cream maker, for heaven's sakes. It's gonna replace an ice crusher. It's gonna do all of those things for less than $30. That's what Ninja does. They bring us innovative products, and not just 20 different products. They make one product that does it all, but they make it so simple, so easy to use, and so easy to clean on top of all of that. So the color you're looking at right here is gonna be our turquoise color. Right next to, I'll show you some of the colors while we're making. Is that a pesto?
That is a pesto.
I can smell
and you
it.
saw me use the pour spout now to actually add in my oil. So this will be when you wanna do some add-ins
So it doubles
slowly.
as your pour spout, but also when you wanna add things, then you just pop it right in there.
So as you're, you wanna make sure that you get it just right. So sometimes we don't wanna add that beforehand. We wanna add it as we go. And during the summertime, I love doing zucchini noodles. So that's why we have some zucchini, but you make a fresh pesto. And again, this is an example of when you wanna do it fresh and you don't wanna buy it in the can. Pesto will never taste the same in a can, pre-processed, pre-done, as it will when you can make it fresh.
And added preservatives because they put it, into a bottle. And how long has it been sitting there?
That's right.
This is gonna be simple, easy for you to do. Control the foods you eat and make it so simple though. You don't wanna break out those big appliances, have to build the food processor before you even use it, and then try to figure out how to clean it. You don't have to do any of that when you have the Ninja Storm. You will cook up a storm, and believe me, this is the perfect storm when it comes to being able to do anything you need to do in the kitchen, even like making chicken salad.
On this, I really only had to pulse a few times, and again, I love that it's clear here so you can kind of watch what's going on, and with full control of having that press button, you can make sure that it's getting to the exact consistency that you want. Have you ever gone to a deli or somewhere where they actually have that perfect chicken salad? And the reason why you love it is because of the consistency that you can never get at home. We actually put celery in here. We put grapes in here. Celery is very fibrous, by the way, so it's very hard to work through. And if I went a little extra on this, I could go finer if I like it that way, if I want to keep it a little chunky.
Like
but I just took a piece of chicken and you cut it into cubes and then you put in your ingredients. Look at that. That is the perfect deli sandwich made fresh by you at home whenever you want it in a matter of seconds. You saw how fast I just did that.
Simple, easy. Again, this is that one appliance that you're gonna go to and you're gonna use this every day. For less than $30, I mean, if you just buy a chopper, you'll pay that much money or more. If you buy a blender, you could pay 5 times that amount. If you buy a food processor, all those things are gonna be right here. You can even make dough because of the power that you're getting with the Ninja Storm. This thing is awesome, guys. Awesome, easy to clean, goes right in the dishwasher. You just take the little motor off the top And you gotta pick a color. That's all you have to do. If you're thinking about wedding gift ideas, how perfect for someone's kitchen. How perfect is this? Because they don't need 20 different appliances. When you have this, it's gonna work for you.
And this is whipped cream made just in the moment that Alice was talking to you. And not just any whipped cream. Let me explain to you something. This is like, let me just live in it and just swim in it type whipped cream, okay? So now if I wanted to take this whipped cream and save it for later, I'd put my lid on, place it in the fridge for when I'm ready to go. But I wanna show you how perfect this is gonna top off all of your desserts. And I tell you what, if you've never had fresh whipped cream made at home, look at this consistency. I can actually hold it in the spoon. Are you guys getting this? Okay. Look, I can hold it in the spoon and it's not going anywhere. That, we pay, again, something that we purchase in the store. We go to the frozen food section, right? But do you know how many preservatives are in there?
And it never tastes like real whipped cream. Doesn't it have almost like an oily kind of consistency?
It can. There's certain brands that do. And so then if you want to go for the all natural one and you want to get like a special milk one, I was explaining my husband has a lot of allergies, and so a lot of times we have to do coconut milk based ones and things like that. They are so expensive. So if you're having to do that, it adds up fast. Whipped cream is whipped cream, and it's literally just a little powdered sugar.
Oh my God, that's so good.
If you add vanilla or lemon or cocoa or anything in there, you can make flavored whipped creams. And all it is fresh fruit and a homemade whipped cream. In just those few seconds that Alice was talking, I did that. So that can be you at home this summer, making the most beautiful toppings.
And not having to look for your hand mixer, because you can never find both the beaters, right?
That's right.
And then having to clean them. I mean, you don't have to do any of this. You're gonna make your whipped cream. I'm just gonna walk down here, okay? Can we just,
sure.
We've already made whipped cream. We have made chicken salad with nuts and with grapes in it. Pesto that is creamy as can be. We actually ground up a ribeye and made fresh burgers with jalapenos in it. We made a strata right here. So you're gonna be able to make your omelets, you name it. We made smoothies that are made with just fresh fruit in them rather than adding all that sugar. And this is what we're including for you. 40-ounce capacity right here. Everything goes in the dishwasher except for the motor. This is all you do right here. This is your instruction book. Beep, beep. That's all you have to know, okay? You're gonna get your little storage top on it as well. It's a double blade system, which is why you get such incredible power. And you're gonna get basically a recipe book, 100 recipes included in this. 4 flex payments on it. The color you're looking at right here is the mint color. This is gonna be your purple, are we just calling that purple? Purple, turquoise, the red and the black are selling the fastest right now. Don't miss out on those. And then we also have it available in the navy. I'll show you all the colors in just a minute. But look at how this works. The power that you need to really make a difference, to be able to chop, grate, to be able to make ice cream, to be able to make drinks, like real drinks, you know, because typically, you can spend $300 on a drink, on something that makes drinks.
Just makes drinks. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, and I want to tell you the footprint, right? Because I've been talking about how kind of small this is. Now, you guys at home, some of you know how small I am. I'm a teeny thing.
Good things come in small packages.
I have big heels on right now. Sitting it next to me kind of gives you an idea. This is such a great footprint. It's really not going to take up much space at all. If you're going to store it away, you only need a small space for it. If you're going to leave it on your counter, which I think they're so fun with the colors, you should. Remember, it's about the power of Ninja. And actually just, you're like, wow. Alice just went, oh my God. What it's doing is it's pulverizing that ice. It's because of that stacked blade. Again, it's turning that ice into snow, and in just a matter of those moments. Now, I want you to think about your blender at home currently. Are you really just like blend, 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 and you're waiting for that ice to finally not be chunky? You'll never get there. You need the power and the technology.
Look at this. It is almost powder like you ski in Colorado.
I mean, it's just crazy. So that could be your ice bed for your seafood this summer. That could be your snow cones. Make snow cones with this. That's another thing that we buy another appliance to do. You do a couple rounds of this and you just add some really yummy syrup.
Great idea. Didn't think about snow cones.
Back to drinks, because listen, You're like, done.
It could be a summer job for your kids.
So now I'm gonna go back to making drinks. So I'm gonna do a frozen sangria now. So we just put some strawberries, some peaches. And again, when you have very chunky things inside, you wanna make sure that you give it a full few pulses so that that stacked plate is doing the job. You see how it's rising up, falling down, rising up, falling down.
No need to tamp, no need to open it up and stir, because why? The design of the blade.
And there we go. And then once I see that most of those bigger pieces have been handled, then I'm just gonna let it go. And the longer you let it go, again, the creamier it's going to get. I'm actually gonna leave this on so you can see this part. The creamier it's gonna get. So it's, again, your customization, what you want, what you like. But check this out as it's pouring in. This is like that place. There's actually a restaurant here in Florida that you have to go to that does all the frozen drinks. That's all they're known for. They do like daiquiris and like all that kind of stuff. And they're so perfect that everyone loves going there. So on vacation, that's where they go. Take the vacation right to your house. Look at that perfect consistency, no chunks, no lumps.
And what do they get for one of those drinks? You know what?
Gracious, are you serious?
Oh yeah,
Up
it's
to almost
crazy.
$20 sometimes, depending on where you are.
A frozen pina colada at a restaurant, you know, I mean, you will make the best pina coladas with this. It's gonna taste like vacation in your home. You know, this is just such a great idea, guys. Listen, a couple of minutes left in this presentation. I'm gonna walk over and show you the colors really quick while you're getting your next little demo set up.
All right.
But let me show you, again, 40-ounce capacity on this guy. 40 ounces, all you do is pulse or hold it down. If you want it to be a liquid, creamier, that's it. There's no learning curve here. It is a flat line. And the color choices are gonna be your black. This is your cinnamon. If you want a deeper, darker red, order it as a cinnamon. The red, been very popular this morning. Here is your navy blue. Also have it in the mint. The purple is like an orchid color, absolutely gorgeous. And then your turquoise as well. It comes with your storage top on it. It comes with that 40-ounce container that all goes in the dishwasher. 100 recipes included. And is that like it looks like a mango sorbet.
This is a sorbet, and this is a tropical sorbet. So we put a couple different tropical fruits in there for you. But look at that perfect consistency. So with sorbets, you want to use
it looks so pretty for a second, didn't it?
It's gorgeous. You know what's even using berries. So if you love berries and like blueberries and raspberries, you can make sorbets. It's simply with a frozen fruit, and then you put in a juice of your liking. So whatever juice that you like, that's it. There's no additional additives in there. If you're really, you want something sweet, but you're trying to watch your sugar intake, it's only the natural sugar that's in the fruit. That's
I'm gonna have to have a Scout's honor that there is no sugar in that.
Well, I mean, it's just the natural sugar that's in the fruit. That's it.
So sweet. It's crazy.
And so that's why sorbets, a lot of people really love them, because they're fresh. They're really, on a hot day, that'll cool you off in just a moment. Maybe
delicious.
you want to, I know we're almost done here, but I want to show you a new rage right now has been cauliflower rice. Just put pieces of cauliflower, and then we put in some parsley in here so that it colors it up a little bit. But please notice how fast this makes cauliflower rice. This is another thing in the stores that they're selling in the frozen food section and also in the cold food section that they are charging a ginormous amount of money for. And I just made this in a matter of seconds, and I can use this spoon to show you perfect consistency all the way around. You will never wonder with your Ninja, is everything blended? You will see it. It will power through it. This is your little buddy, I say, for the summer and the rest of the year.
This is your best buddy.
Your best
This
buddy.
is your best buddy. At less than $30, it is an absolute must-have. You're gonna love having it in the kitchen. You will use it constantly. You'll love the power. You'll love the versatility. Get rid of the blender, the food processor, the chopper, the drink maker, all of it gone. Hello, Ninja Storm.
Hello.
We have created the perfect storm for you. And $29.98 for flex payments on it. $7 and I think 50 cents to get it home. Just get it. Fabulous.
Totally.
Loved it.
Loved it. Have fun.
Save that little mango sorbet for me. It's got my name on it. Oh, and this may have your name on it because it is our Dash Air Crisp Pro. This is a 3-quart air fryer, 3 quarts. Incredible in terms of your capacity on this, but True Glide non-stick. If you have not tried air frying, this is your day to do it. This is your time to do it because you're going to be able to save so much fat and calories. And yet you're going to get that true ability to crisp up your food, and it's going to taste fabulous without all the fat and calories. So coming up, that's the best price we have ever offered on that. So that's coming up. We're going to tell you a little bit about Andrew Lessman, but Debbie Meyer has brought us something brand new up next.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Summer's here, and your favorite HSN hosts are celebrating with their favorite finds, new discoveries, and 5 FlexPay on all their picks. Kick off your summer with HSN's Summer Host Pick event. Starts Monday night at 10 p.m.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Available on Apple and Android devices.
Well, you have cooked up a storm with your perfect ninja storm. Now you got to save some of that food, right? You can't eat all of it all at one time. Well, Debbie Meyer, an incredible award-winning inventor, of course you know her from the Debbie Meyer green boxes, bags, has come up with another ingenious idea, and it's the perfect way for you to be able to save your food. So it is a vacuum sealer, but this is unlike any other vacuum sealer because you know this woman's going to reinvent the wheel, as she always does. So she's brought us a way to do it that is quick, that's easy. It's going to live on your countertop. It's the size.
Small enough to go in a drawer.
It's small enough to go in a drawer because it's about the size of a roll of
cling wrap.
There it is. Thank you for that.
Okay.
$49.95. You're not only going to get your countertop model of our Genius Vac, but you're also going to get 2 of your rolls. So you're going to get the 8-inch width as well as the 11-inch width and 10 feet of each of these. We do have extra available if you want to load up today, 4 flex payments on it. So how does this work?
All right, this is so easy. This is all about saving money as well. You know me for fresh in the refrigerator, fresh on the countertop, or fresh in the freezer. Because with my little unit here, this is the Debbie Meyer Genius Vac. This is the countertop model. It's actually, I pushed the button by mistake, but it's running. Okay, this is such a small unit, it actually will fit into your kitchen drawer, which mine lives in all the time. What we're going to do is we're going to make our own bags, and we're going to show you how to prevent freezer burn. I'm going to show you a video really quickly that'll going to give you a lot of ideas because we have a little bit of time here. There you go. That's it coming out of my kitchen drawer. Those are the rolls. I'm vacuum sealing corn. I'm vacuum sealing things I want to put in the freezer and eliminate freezer burn by removing the air. Your steak will no longer be a piece of leather. Look at that fish, whether it's cookies, it's anything you want to freeze or keep for longer periods of time and make sure that they're fresh. Look at the difference here. Let's look right here at how you're going to save money. This is steak. Was steak.
Are you sure?
Was steak. This is steak because this is vacuum sealed. This is the same steak. Freezer burn is not just the frost you see on the top. Freezer burn is a molecular change of that protein because all the moisture has been drawn to the surface by the air and frozen.
Is that why it tastes different?
That's why there's no moisture in the food anymore. You cannot put it back in. When it's like this, it's ruined. So whether it's your meat, now this is where the money is. Whether it's your meat, that is a side of salmon. These were both done the same time. Look at the freezer burn here. That salmon is beautiful. It's warm in here, so it's like frosting up, but that's an entire side of salmon. I'm not gonna pay somebody to cut it up for me. I'm gonna freeze it like this and cut it up when I'm ready for it. If someone goes fishing, this is a great way to save whole fillets of fish because you can make the size bag you want. These are chicken breasts that are beautifully done. However, that's freezer burned chicken breast, dead. When you buy this, it's already freezer burned. If you see frost in a package, that's freezer burn. So how do we eliminate that? We do it very simply. You're gonna see when you get the boxes, you're gonna get 2 rolls, 10 feet of each, whether it's 8 inches wide or the 11-inch wide. You cut off the length you want. You simply open the machine. That black strip right there is the heating element. This cavity is the vacuum. So the first thing you want to do is make a bag because you want the bottom of the bag to be solid, right? So you don't put it in the vacuum element, you just put it on the heating element and you close. I'm doing this backwards, by the way, so it's a little more challenging, and then you push where it says press to close or press to open. And then you start the unit. You do nothing else. You just wait for it'll turn red when it's finished sealing, there it goes, and it'll turn off. Every time you use the machine though, it's actually holding it closed with a vacuum. So you push that button, you'll hear whoosh, yeah. It opens the vacuum. You've now got a bag. See the heat seal at the bottom? So you can use that to place anything in it you wish. And I'm gonna show you the power of this. Now this is how now that's sealed obviously. This can is simply gonna go, I'm gonna show you how it'll crush the can. The top of the bag now simply has to be in the cavity where the vacuum seal is. And you close it. And you push the button. And you stand there.
And that's what you do.
And you wait.
Look at
and
the
you
power
see that.
you get though.
Watch how fast this is just gonna crush the can. I'm not doing a thing. I can walk over there, walk away, do whatever I want. In the meantime, you're not gonna crush cans with your machine. I just wanna show you how strong that vacuum is. Now, it's gonna go off all by itself. You'll notice
crazy.
on the top, there's also a slider, so you can cut a bag right here. You don't have to get something else out to open your bag. And then, oh, I didn't even do it. You release the vacuum, push the buttons, and it's sealed.
It's sealed and you have cut across the top, so it's all
And
ready to
watch.
go.
And if I wanna open this, I can
Okay.
just lay it here and use the cutter on board to open it.
Smart is that?
But now this is for everything you can possibly think of. Whether it's, you've opened up, okay, you know what? We're in the summertime, everyone's buying big quantities of things because they're gonna have cookouts, you're gonna have all kinds of parties, things, people coming over. You don't want all of these hot dogs out for, right now. You've gotten you're taking advantage of bulk buying. So you've bought a lot of hot dogs and you wanna put them away until the next big event. So this is what you do. Watch, I'm going to reseal them back to the way they were originally in the store, which was vacuum sealed. Why are things vacuum sealed? When you remove the air from things that are going to be stored in the freezer, you remove the possibility of ruining the food with freezer burn.
So let me ask you a question.
Watch.
Let's say I do this and maybe I want to take out a couple of hot dogs. Can I reseal it?
Yes, absolutely. You just, and I always recommend you leave a little bit of headroom in the bag so that you have some space. Now there it's resealed. Now I want to take some hot dogs off. I would just put this down, slice open, take out what I want and reseal it. So you can re-vacuum in these. Fresh summer corn. This is something that I love to do because I like to buy it when it's on sale and I don't necessarily want to use it within a couple of days or whatever. So I want to put it in the deep freeze, or maybe it's wintertime. Maybe you live someplace where you can't get corn in the winter, fresh corn, and a lot of places you can. So I do this. I vacuum seal all of this. Again, I can walk away, do something else, whatever I'm busy with, and I'm vacuum sealing things that I'm going to put away for.
But you're doing it in a customized way.
Yes.
I mean, to do just 5 ears of corn, typically when you have any kind of a vacuum sealer, then they give you the containers, so you are bound by whatever size they want. Now you can customize it with your, look at this for the salmon. I mean,
how long this is.
It's crazy.
So you can do any size you wish. When you have electricity with this, you can just simply take it anywhere. It fits beautifully in drawers, cabinets, whatever. So you can take it in your camper. You can take it with you if you have a vacation home. Look at that corn. It's vacuum sealed. I can put this in the freezer and enjoy it anytime I like. Here are I've got lots of ideas here. I do cheese trays, which I always keep cheese trays done in my freezer because I can have a cheese and wine party at the drop of a hat. I like to do my coffee beans. I keep my coffee beans in the freezer, and I also keep my fresh coffee in the freezer because the volatile oils in the vacuum sealing won't allow it to oops, to go off. So again, I'm doing this backwards, so I hope you can pay attention. That cavity is the vacuum. See that little knob there? That is the vacuum. So you just make sure that the opening of the bag is in that cavity. Close it. When you're facing it, it'll be much easier.
Much easier.
But I'm just showing you how quickly that happens.
But look at this. I mean, you really get that professional seal.
Absolutely.
And you get it in a matter of seconds.
Seconds.
And then you can reseal it. This is a featured price, $49.95. You're gonna get the brand new sealer that lives in your drawer, but will be used on your countertop constantly. And we're gonna give you two 10-feet rolls. One that's
right in the box with
the 8-inch wide, and then we're also gonna give you the 10-inch wide as well. So you get both rolls. If you wanna add extra rolls in, we do have those available for you. So you can do whatever you would like in terms of adding in.
Let me give you some quick ideas. I'm going to show you whether you want to seal up your beans, your brown sugar.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love summer sausage. You can't get it all year long, so we seal it up and freeze it. That's vacuum sealed. It's going to be fresh.
For pasta,
People don't think
great.
about this. A box of pasta is a box of pasta. That's how much pasta is in a box. Well, I break it up and actually make portion sizes because there's only 2 of us.
Clever.
So if we want to make pasta for 2, I put enough in here.
I just like it because it keeps the bugs out.
And I have this instead of a big box of pasta.
Yeah.
Right? So I do that with all of my pasta. I do it with anything I'm going to freeze. I do it with a lot of dry goods because we live in a place that's very damp. Have a look at this. This is so much fun. I made these little 3-packs by myself. I simply made a short bag. I sealed the bottom and I rolled the top and made individual parts. Now I can take my vacations with me on a day, I don't know, it's AM, noon, and PM. Instead of taking bottles and bottles with me, I have this. I also, when we go on vacation and we go someplace where I can cook, I actually bring the spices for an individual recipe. I know this is for my spaghetti sauce. Oh, I'm giving away my secret.
You put it all together.
For my spaghetti sauce, there's one recipe. I make these for each of the things I'm going to make, so I don't have to carry around bottles of spices. Let me run to this other table because I want to show you some more ideas quick. We make smoothie packs. I have smoothie packs ready in my freezer all the time. Everybody just takes a bunch out, throws it in. I've got frozen food. This is how you keep that. This is because it's warm in the studio, warmer than the frozen food. That's frozen bacon. It'll be fresh every time I want to use it. Oh, other things here.
Passports, yes.
Passports and things that we want to preserve. Maybe I don't have time to do scrapbooking right now, or I don't have time to do it. But what I do is I seal up my important cards and photographs, and I now have them in this instead of in a plastic box where moisture can get in, things can get ruined. I always keep our passports done. Remember, this is saving money. It's for all kinds of other things you can do. This is my silver jewelry. I pack it up in there, it never tarnishes. But this is about saving money through not letting your proteins and your expensive foods get freezer burn. Stop wasting food, start saving money, and be ready for
so much
anything.
away. Please don't do that.
Don't do it anymore.
Try this, get it home. You'll find it simple, simple and easy to use. And we do have the extra rolls available. You would get 2 10-feet rolls, one 8 inches, one 10 inches wide. But if you want additional, we do have that available. You can add that into your order today from Debbie Meyer. Debbie's going to be back at 10 o'clock.
I am.
So we will see you then.
Thank you.
All right, great. And in the meantime, I'm not sure if you were able to catch a glimpse of our today's special, but if not, you need to, because you are gonna cook up a storm with your Ninja Storm. 450 watts of power. 40-ounce capacity on that container, and you're able to make drinks with it. You're able to make dough with it. It has that much power. It will replace your food processor, your blender, your chopper. It replaces all of that. Your favorite sous chef, don't need them anymore because you have this $29.98. So stay in the ordering process for that. I've got the Dash Air Fryer, best value ever, coming up next.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one?
I'd have to say FlexPay. It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments.
without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom, a fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding.
And a little something just for me. FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
Without the stress of having to pay for it all at once. And no interest. Beat that layaway.
coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood boil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party.
I'm about to set off. I never felt so good. Not trying to deny it. I feel it in my soul.
Hey guys, let's eat.
Have you tried it yet? Have you tried air frying? Because if you haven't, I'm about to make your day. And in fact, I'm gonna make your entire year, because you're gonna be able to have all your fried foods that you love. But instead of dropping them in a vat of oil, adding all the fat and the calories and that flavor of the oil, you're gonna be able to air fry it. And you're gonna be able to do it in the most affordable way that Dash has ever brought us. Because we have your 3-quart air fryer. This is that perfect spot. We have bigger, we have smaller. I own bigger and smaller actually from Dash. This is the Goldilocks size, 3 quarts. So you have this great capacity here. But best price we have ever done, a feature price of $49.95. When we first brought air frying to HSN, it was over $200 to get an air fryer. Now you have it $49.95. A 3-quart capacity, and it's from Dash. It's so simple, so easy to use. The color choice right here is gonna be your pink. We have it in red. We also have it in black, white, and then you also have it in an aqua color. You're gonna get not only the True Guide technology, which means it's gonna be super easy to be able to clean, but you're also gonna get some recipes in here. If you want some more inspiration, I highly recommend the air frying book. It helps you kind of with the timing and gives you some great ideas as well. But to call it an air fryer is actually just the tip of the eye. Yeah. It is. It really doesn't tell you what it does, because you can bake a cake in this, you can cook a steak in this, you can do almost anything that you would do with a traditional fryer or oven, you can do now in your Dash air fryer. But at $49.95, this is truly the best value that we offer on an air fryer.
Yeah, it is. And if you're wondering what's an air fryer, because I know there's a lot of people that haven't, invested in this technology because it was so expensive. Yeah. And it's hard to invest in a technology when it's several $100s. Now Dash has brought the price down. We're talking $50 for our 3-quart. That's our middle of the road size, which means if you have a family that's sized like maybe 1 to 8, this is a great size for you. So that's most of us, right? There's some crispy, crunchy fried chicken. And here's what air frying is. Technically, you're crisping up your food with superheated air instead of oil. So you're just replacing oil with air. That's all you're doing. We all know how bad oil is for our bodies. Look what's happening on the inside here. What we're doing is we're giving you essentially super convection. We call it our patented air crisp technology. And what we're doing is we're instantly heating the inside, which means no preheating. Right. And then we have that super convection fan. And you can see that fan working right there. It's crisping up everything, including the center of the French fry, the exterior of the French fry, all of those parts, just like if you were submerging it in that boiling oil, but it's air. And air is 0 calories. You're talking less calories, less fat, healthier for you, tastier because you're not tasting the oil.
And so fast.
It's so fast, right? So fried chicken in about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how many pieces you put in. You can do your own homemade recipe. You can reheat. We had fried okra from a barbecue place yesterday, and it came delivery, so it was a little bit soggy. We popped it in our air fryer, crisped it all right back up, because that's what you're using, is that superheated air. Now here on the inside of this one, we have French fries as if they came from your favorite fast food restaurant. I mean, no matter what your favorite fast food restaurant is, they use oil, right? So now you can use air instead of oil. So grab the bags in the frozen freezer section of the curly fries, of the steak fries, of whatever your favorite brand of French fries are, and crisp them using air, not oil, because oil is bad for us. We don't like the way it tastes. We don't like the way it makes us feel. We don't like what it does to our waistlines. Using air technology, especially this air crisp technology from Dash, is the best way to do your crispy crunchies. We're gonna do other things too though. You mentioned steak, you mentioned chicken breast, pieces of salmon. It becomes a little magical miniature oven.
It's amazing.
Yep.
And you know, to get this kind of crispiness on a lot of fries, some places double fry.
They deep fry them a couple of times, right?
Them a couple of times. You know what I'm eating right now? I'm eating as many calories as in just a regular plain potato.
And some seasoning, right?
Now you get to finally eat the foods that you love because you probably stopped eating fried chicken, didn't you? Because I did, because it was just too many calories and all of that oil. If you want to eat healthy, but you don't want to give up the foods you love, this is your answer and you will love it at this price point at $49.95. I'm telling you, today's the day. Maybe you even buy 2 of these.
Put one away.
I'm telling you, you will love this. We use it on the boat, you'll use it in an RV, you'll use it in your house, you will use it constantly. It's just easier, it's more energy efficient, but your food tastes great.
Better. Well, I saw a comment from a lady that was buying one for herself and putting one away in a gift closet. Especially, I know the white's limited. If you grab one for white for a baby shower, wedding, not baby shower, great for baby shower, but wedding shower, you know, or wedding gift, whatever the case may be. This is my favorite looking air fryer that we've ever sold at Dash because it has the stainless rim, which means it's gonna match your appliances, but then you still get to pick a fun color. And I like that. I mean, I like having a little pop of color in the kitchen. This is something you'll be proud to leave out. People will walk in and ask you, where did you get that air fryer? Right? It's that perfect size, that 3-quart capacity. It's attractive, and I do encourage you to leave it out because you'll find yourself using it more and more. You'll find yourself opting not to use your oven, opting not to use your microwave. It's more energy efficient, but most importantly, the results are better, right? Look at this grilled cheese. Now, I didn't have to get out a frying pan to get my grilled cheese ready. I didn't have to spritz or spray or use a bunch of calories to, you know, butter up the pan. I can just toast my bread. We did use a little bit of olive oil to get it crunchy, but you don't have to. I've done it without any olive oil or any butter because I just like the toasted bread and the melted cheese, and then you eliminate those calories too.
It makes the best grilled cheese.
The best grilled cheese
on the planet.
But most importantly, you can walk away from this. Like you would never walk away from a grilled cheese on the stovetop or it'd be black, right? This one, I do like 2.5, 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side, and it's crispy and golden, and I've just, you know, I've just had 6 minutes of freedom and it's made my grilled cheese for me.
You make it in a matter of a couple of minutes, but you make the food better. You taste the food rather than the oil. You taste the food instead of all that butter that you added and the fat and the calories. You will eat healthier. You'll be able to make everything from the best Brussels sprouts, and I mean the best Brussels sprouts. You can use marinades on your meats, all of that, because you're air frying. The air frying is the most incredible process. I mean, truly, and I don't know if it's changed because it seems like the food is even crisper than it ever has been before. The technology now really works, but never, I mean, when it comes to the affordability of air frying,
oh my gosh.
At $49.95, even if you already have one, buy this one and use it because this is that perfect size. You will use it. I have one that's smaller. Yep. And I use it mostly just for side dishes.
You probably have our 2-quart, and our 2-quart.
The 2-quart used to be
$60.
I was gonna say, I paid more for my 2-quart than for this one, but I only use it for sides because it's too small, okay? And then my big one is too big. Yep. This is that Goldilocks size.
It's that middle of the road size, and I always used to say family of 1 to maybe 6 or 8-ish. I mean, look, you know if you're cooking for like an army, you wanna go up to our 6-quart. But if you're just that regular size family, you're gonna love this. Let me show you a little bit about the basket because it's the design that's so important. You can see you can actually remove our air fry shelf and use this as a baking basket, so you don't have to buy a separate basket. Baking basket would be for like a little miniature cake, or maybe a frittata, maybe like a mac and cheese bake, or even like a casserole, like a lasagna, or even an green bean casserole at the holidays.
You can make it all in here.
You can make it all in there, and it's all dishwasher safe. It's our True Glide nonstick. I'll be very honest, I literally never put mine in the dishwasher because I don't run my dishwasher daily, but I use my air fryer daily. So I'd hate for it to be, you know, my basket to be in my dishwasher while I'm kneading it, but it certainly is dishwasher safe. And then you can also get, you know, things like the little accessories from hsn.com, and that includes like our deep dish baking dish. You don't need them, but they're a nice addition. If you are somebody that's really versed in air frying and you're deciding to finally upgrade to the Dash, go ahead and grab some accessories or maybe pick up that book because this price is unbelievable. I would say if I were selling this air fryer at $100, I'd be very excited. I mean, because even $100, it's well below that $200, $250 mark that we were seeing on air fryers. And it may be the reason you never jumped into the ball game, because you were like, a little bit pricey, not sure I'm gonna use it. You will use this every single day.
Hijacked.
What's that?
I said hijacked.
I was trying to hand you the mac and cheese. I knew you were gonna go for it.
Yes, I was.
Mac and cheese baked, green bean casserole, scalloped potatoes. This makes the best baked potatoes.
Look at how crunchy it is on the top.
And I didn't have to turn on my oven or turn on a broiler.
Wow.
I didn't have to 2-3 times bake
and
it.
And so creamy.
So creamy.
This is unlike any other appliance you've ever used. If you've heard about air frying, if you've seen air frying, but you were like, well, I got such an investment, you know, $200 or $250. Don't worry about it anymore, because you're gonna be able to buy this at $49.95. Best price we have ever had on this. And if you just buy it for the wings, so you don't have to drop them in a vat of oil, have to store the oil,
less calories.
have to deal with the calories, have to deal with just the oiliness of it. You're gonna save so much money, time,
calories,
energy, all of it. And at the end of the day, a healthier way to eat. And I like the way my food tastes because I'm not adding the oil flavor to it.
We don't love the taste of oil. We just basically use oil as a vessel, right, to crisp things up. Even the natural oils we can eliminate because of the design of that basket. This is just some of the natural oil that you would, if you pan fried these, your chicken wings would be re-soaking this in and you'd be ingesting it. It's just calories added, right? If you can still get the same taste, the same crisp, the same deliciousness, but without all those extra calories, why not? Why not try it? I mean, for $50, it's not even an investment. It's just a trial, and you can return it if you absolutely hate it. You won't hate it. I mean, almost every Dash product that I sell is a customer pick. Our air fryers are usually huge customer picks. People go crazy for them because it's just changing of a lifestyle, right?
I had these last time.
These are kind of amazing.
These are kind of amazing.
The rest of them out.
Where do you get these? They're in the frozen section?
These are in the frozen food section. They're the cinnamon crunch mini bites, and then the chocolate little mini bites. And this is great for portion control because it's a nice little dessert, but look, I can eat 1 or 2 or 50, you're me, but whichever you choose. It's a nice way to do an easy dessert from the frozen food section, right? And typically we avoid that frozen food section because we know it all has to be deep fried. And many of us don't, we have like this love-hate relationship with our deep fryers. They're cumbersome, they're a pain in the neck, we don't want our whole home smelling of oil. But at the end of the day, we like the crispy crunchy, so we get them out and we do it. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to have that cumbersome.
So good. You'll use it constantly. You will love it. $49.95. Stay in the ordering process for it. 4 flex payments. Awesome.
I'll save you some food.
My breakfast
You got
of
your
champions. Kelly's up next. Enjoy.
Well, hi everyone. Good morning. I hope